Magic Channel.
So today we're going to dive into this really powerful piece of writing, an ode to the Tholuwila Buddha. And what it does is it tells the story of this single sacred statue, but through its two completely different lives. You've got the ancient world it came from, and then you have the modern world where it is now. It's a story in two parts, so let's start at the very beginning, with the world it was born into. Our story starts right here, in the ancient city of Anuradhapura. The poem calls it a place of just immense reverence, a place where time itself learned to kneel. I mean, think about that line. We're not just talking about a location. This is a sacred space, one that's just deeply woven into history and spirituality.
All right, so the first part of this journey takes us straight into the statue's original home. It's a world the poem describes as being full of living silence, which is a fascinating idea, a quiet that was actually alive with meaning.
And you've got to pay attention to the language the poem uses here. The statue isn't just some object. It's born of stone and sunlight. It was part of its environment, totally in harmony with nature, a place where the wind itself seemed to carry old prayers, and even the trees could feel its presence. That's a deep, organic connection.
It's amazing how the poem just paints this incredibly vivid picture through the senses. You can almost feel it. The statue's entire existence was defined by things like the feeling of red earth, its own form being shaped over centuries by rain and ruin. The air was filled with the scent of lotus and burning oil from offerings, and you'd hear the cry of peacocks. It was part of this living, breathing world of faith. And then, bam, the poem just pivots. It swings us from that vibrant, sensory past right into the statue's present-day reality, a life that the poem calls one of arranged silence. And the contrast? Whoa, it's immediate and it is stark. The natural sunlight is gone. It's been replaced by measured light. The freedom of being out in nature is gone too, traded for the tight confines of glass cases, little explanatory labels, and the quiet, sterile rules of a museum. It's a world of control, not connection. And this comparison just lays it all out, right? On one side, you have all these organic, living elements, wind, pilgrims, scent, earth. And on the other, they're replaced by artificial things, glass, the hollow sound of footsteps without devotion, blinking lights, cold, clean floors. Everything that gave the statue its original meaning has basically been stripped away. So this is the whole deal, right? The difference between these two kinds of silence. The original silence was groan, something that was filled with the whispers of prayers and the sounds of the world around it. But this new silence is arranged. It's an artificial quiet. It's empty and sterile, imposed by the institution it's in. And this line is everything. It's the heart of the poem's whole critique. It puts the question right to us. Is taking an artifact out of its home and preserving it in this sterile environment, is that really care? Or is it a kind of borrowing that completely changes what the object even is? So all of this kind of leads us to the big philosophical heart of the poem, which drops this really profound and honestly challenging question on us about this very act of care. The poem just comes right out and asks it, plain and simple. Why is the authentic object, the original creation, the one that has to be exiled from its home? And it doesn't stop there. The question builds, and it gets even more personal. See, the statue isn't just an object anymore. It's a body, a physical presence that has a soul. And suddenly, with this last part of the question, the whole focus shifts. It's not just about the thing that was taken anymore. It's about the giant hole it left behind. The original place is given human feelings. It's left to mourn the loss of its own center. This right here, this is what the poem believes deep down. It's suggesting this unbreakable bond between an object and its home. It's this beautiful, powerful idea that just like a heart remembers home, the very stone of the statue remembers where it truly belongs. So after all that, where do we land? Well, the poem doesn't just leave us in despair. It actually moves toward this final message of hope, this kind of enduring, patient truth. You know, the interesting thing is, this plea, it's not just, hey, move the statue back. It's a call for a restoration of meaning, of truth. It's asking us to acknowledge the emptiness, to let the original place feel whole again, even if just in spirit, and to really recognize what was lost. And that brings us right back to this image of the empty ruins, doesn't it? That pedestal, just waiting. The poem is asking us to see this not just as a ruin, but as a home that's still waiting for its heart to come back.
Okay, so as we get to the very end of the poem, something changes. After all the struggle and the questioning, the tone shifts. It becomes serene, patient. It's almost like a prayer directed right at the statue itself. And that's the final thought the poem leaves us with. It's this idea that despite the glass walls and the arranged, dead silence of the museum, the statue's true home, the earth, is still out there, and it's waiting. And in that place, the silence isn't empty, it's alive. What a powerful statement about what it really means to belong.
Thank you for watching.